open that. What else? All right, let's get it. Do we like what we do? Turn
EA
up.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the
Baltimore.
air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. We've got an AFC battle.
Boy, got them whites on? Okay. Let's go, Twan.
On the line
Oh,
here
shit.
as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Trade A. Oh, they didn't even get no intro. My boy ain't get no intro.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Why is that clock going so damn fast?
They'll try and run for it.
First down.
Have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Lance now on 1st down.
Shit.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
That's bullshit, dog. Throw the ball, man.
And
Throwing
the
that hoe
Jags
away
are
from
going to
him,
get
bro.
possession here as they force the opening drive
Throwing that ball
turnover.
away. I'm throwing it
Nobody ever wants the
away.
interception on the
Fucking
opening drive to
dumbass.
happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like
Trey
it's a bigger
fucking
deal. What a
Lance.
rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Fucking
Give
Trey
them 9 on the
Lance,
carry
man.
that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go play action with Hurts. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the second.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22.
Baby Cheetah, get up out of there. Break that. Oh, break that. It goes to the crib, baby Cheetah. Let's go. Let's go.
The Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun. Lance. Flushed out right.
Don't fumble it, man. God damn, bro. I should have threw it anyway. I'm just fucking staring at Cam.
I'm got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They begin the drive with Hines. And some room to roam now.
I was about to say, nobody's going to try to catch him. Damn.
Baltimore's 10. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They run with Hines. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead,
and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of
it. He dropped it?
Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead,
just
at
catch
least
the ball
it'll be
instead.
4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I know how I feel.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's got room. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
From State Farm.
A big play there. 79 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie returning it.
Oh, shit.
Just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hines.
Let me hit him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
Another one, yeah.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
Fumble that. Why you can't fumble that?
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 50.
Yes, sir!
It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got a man. It's his fullback. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And they'll go for it. Lance, he'll buy some time right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now they'll throw with Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Gardner, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance.
Bro.
Double team and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Jaguars are going to take over.
Why the ball thrown so short, dog?
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising.
Why is it thrown so short?
So rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On first down, Hurts. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's all we do, bro. It's just
the Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
What the fuck?
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Oh. Okay, bet. Okay, bet.
It's 12:30.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
I knew it wasn't going. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I should have let him do it on his own.
Touchdown.
I should have let him do it on his own.
Debo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for runs. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 15-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Oh, tackle him! God damn!
Jaguar touchdown. Naeem Hines, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike.
That was the best case scenario, low key.
Extra point
Well,
by
wasn't
McCann, up
best
and
case
good,
scenario.
and it's now 21-7.
Score 8 set, but still wasting a bunch of time. And then the ball died.
McCann's got it teed up.
Bad tackle. I'm just saying not.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, it's Hines, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29. Just shy of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Bro!
The hands here of Hardman.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Yeah, I'm going to put these down.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Harris.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. This is Hines. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
For the season.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Lance now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
It's pass interference. God damn.
For the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Henry again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now Lance. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there out of the running game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play.
And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McCann for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach.
They might get hit with a screen. Maybe you wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Trying to ice the game. Plenty of time left. But being able to give the ball to a good runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Harris. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. Jet. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, Jet, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Jet. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. McCann's got it teed up. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
Bro!
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Reception here by Ruggs. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is caught inside the 5. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again?
Man, shut your ass up. Oh my